we go.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Smiley. Now, Smiley, how'd you get that name?
A girl, you know, say started me out with that name. And every time she used to see me, you know, saying she noticed I was always humble and always had a smile. So she just called me Smiley. Okay? And then she just started calling me Smiley, and then all of a sudden, you know, people started hearing her calling me Smiley, so they started calling me Smiley. And I don't know, it's like my energies all of a sudden just caught people's attention, so they stuck with that name Smiley. So I said, well, let me stick with the nickname Smiley. And it works to my advantage.
And how long have you been? I see you a lot. I mean, you know, a couple times a week I pass by.
Yes, you do.
But it's only been probably in the past, what, year or so, I'd say? Maybe 6, 7 months, 8 months. So how long have you been on the street, and why?
Well, I've been out here several years. Okay. You know, I've had my little, you know, personal ups and downs. Okay. And you know, it led to my little downfall. But I'm starting to realize as I'm getting older that, you know, I got to take a step back in the right direction.
What were some of your downfalls? Like, what were you doing before?
Hmm?
What were you doing? I mean, we talked about this already, but hold on. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, rolling again.
Now, you know, like, I had a nice little relationship going, and then all of a sudden, you know, I found out that, you know, saying my ex was cheating on me. So, you know, like, tore my heart apart, and I don't know, from that point on, I just went astray. Not that it's really any excuse, because, you know, you just gotta move on from that point on. You know what I'm saying? Regardless. And you know, she was like special to me, and you know, after 9 years of being together, come to find out that how you doing? I'm all right. Come to find out after all them years, she was cheating on me.
How many years?
9 years.
So, what happened after that?
Well, after that, you know, I just went into my own little world. You know what I mean? Started doing a little drinking, and then next thing I knew, you know, it led to my downfall.
The drinking and the pain, basically.
And the pain, yeah.
Like, you started drinking because you were in a lot of pain.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you didn't know how else to cope with it.
No, I did not.
And what were you doing? What was your work?
I was doing various, you know, work like messenger, construction, you know, catering work, you know, things of that nature. Plus I worked 14 years for fire and sanitation.
In sanitation?
Yeah, fire sanitation. 14 years.
And what happened to that job?
I got laid off.
When was that?
This was like back in the mid-1980s. 83.
Wow. And after that, you took on other jobs before ending up here on the street.
Yeah. I did like little odds and end jobs, you know, saying afterwards.
So how do you stay so happy? Because every time I see you, you're in a good mood. How do you stay so happy? Because every time I see you, you're in a good mood.
Well, you know, that comes natural. You know what I'm saying? That comes from my upbringing. You know what I'm saying? You know, I come from a Christian background. Okay, my parents, you know, saying, are baptized Catholics. Okay, and you know, it was just something that was inbred in me as I was growing up.
But, you know, from coming from a lot of depression and then that kind of spiraling downwards to being out here on the street, what helped you kind of change that mood, that attitude, you know, from sort of being so depressed to kind of being so cheerful?
Well, I tell you, after a while, you know, I started, you know, saying, meeting some very nice people out here, and some nice inspirational people, and I started realizing more and more that there are people out there that do care in this world. So that kind of like softened my heart a little bit and made me the humble person that I am today.
And how do you do in terms of like, hi.
It's getting ready to pour.
Oh, thank you. Look at that. Wow, look at that. So where are you going to go now? It's about to rain. Where are you going to go?
I'm going to find me a little cubby hole.
Like where? Where do you go in the rain?
Well, usually what I'll do, I usually hide underneath the scaffold over here.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
At the church.
Yeah, by the church. And relax, and stay dry to the scaffold.
And where
I
do
got
you...
my umbrella to stay.
You got your umbrella here. Where do you find shelter, Smiley?
When I find shelter, well, usually with me, if I'm not by the water, I'll go by the subway and relax in the subway station. Or I have a couple of friends of mine that stay in the projects that I go and hang out with.
Wow, look at how dark it's becoming all of a sudden. Isn't that amazing? How beautiful, though, in some ways. So pretty. This fellow behind us doesn't seem to notice. It's about to pour. So what's your plan? What's your move? Are you going to stay out here forever on the street?
No, I can't do that. I can't do it because I'm not getting any younger out here. Okay, and eventually, I don't know. Eventually, all this is gonna come to an end anyway. Panhandling and everything, all that's gonna eventually come to an end. So I'm gonna have to beforehand do something different. I mean.
So what are your options? What options do you see?
What options do I see? Well,
how old are you now, Smiley? I'm sorry.
55.
55? All right.
55. No spring chicken.
That's young. That's young. So what are some of the options you see?
The options I see?
Or see already? Like what are how? I mean.
Well, the first step is find housing. First step, because before I can make any of the moves, I gotta find a place where I can rest my head, where I can rest comfortably. So that way, when I wake up, I'll be ready, be able to function with the world physically and mentally and spiritually.
And what's your attitude like on this job? We've had a lot of conversations about how you approach this, like work.
Yeah.
What's some of the things you've learned from this, from holding the cup up on the street? Because you've learned a lot. You have some insight.
Well, this has taught me how to build the public relations with people, how to be able to communicate. Okay. How to be able to make people comfortable around me. You know what I mean? By communicating with them. And what I try to do, I try to take the stigma and perception of how society perceives us. Okay? So I figure by taking that stigma, so I gotta represent. I gotta step to the plate to show society that all of us homeless people are not in the same category. Because a lot of us label in society.
And in terms of realistic financial income and stuff, how much would you say you make a day by panhandling? How much would you say you make a day by panhandling? Is there an average that what's a good day, what's a bad day?
Well, a good day for me is basically a really good day for me is like maybe sometimes $80, $100. Because sometimes I have people.
How much? I'm sorry.
Sometimes I'll make as much as $100.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. Hello, sweetie. Hi, Joe.
She's licking her paws.
Hey, honey.
She's licking her paws.
That's my buddy.
Hi.
Wow. That's my buddy.
Hi.
Yeah. Okay. Getting back to what we were talking about.
And so a good day's about $100 you could bring in.
Yeah. Well, that usually comes like on like holidays,
Okay.
like around Christmas time, or like Easter or Thanksgiving, holidays like that. You'll say I get lucky that way. But on a normal basis, um, I usually like make maybe $25, $30. And that's good enough for me. I got my food money. Okay, I got laundry money and things like that nature. As long as you can carry me for that moment, I'm happy.
So what keeps you happy?
Hmm?
What keeps you happy?
What keeps me happy? Just being able to relate to people, just being able to communicate with people. And building a little legacy for myself.
What does that mean, legacy?
A legacy.
I don't know what that means. What you mean by that?
In other words, make a little name for myself.
I see.
That's all.
Why is that important?
Well, because I wanna be remembered whenever I decide to give this up as being a nice guy.
What do you mean, just give what up?
Well, when I give this hustling game up.
Gotcha. Then moving on to something else. But you want people to remember you that when you were panhandling, you were a nice guy.
Yeah, that's all.
But do you think you would not be a nice guy and doing something else?
Well, why not? Why change?
That's what I'm saying. So why do you have to worry about making a legacy for yourself doing this? Why not become a nice guy doing something else? Is what I'm saying.
Well, that's my next step.
Gotcha. Okay.
You got it?
Gotcha.
That's my next agenda.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing your smile, Smiley. And now let's get some shelter.
I would say so.
All right. When I can, I'm going to try and put this on YouTube, okay? I'm going to try and put this on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah, so YouTube/E10ST, like East 10th Street.
Okay.
All right? When I can. I don't know, it might be a couple days, a week, something like that, but I'll try to put a few clips of our conversation. All right?
Okay.
Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Smiley. All right.